Welcome back to the Simple Skating series. Today we are looking at not pro skater games, but games that are skateboarding or skate-related games for portable systems. 4 of these games are on the Game Boy Advance and only 1 is on the PlayStation Portable. Let's dive right in and have a look at these games. Let's go! Now the first game we're going to be talking about today is Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure. Now, you may remember this game from your childhood. You might have played it. You know, it was a skateboarding game with Disney characters, but you could still create your own skater and whatnot. So the 3 Disney franchises that were featured in this game were Toy Story, The Lion King, and Tarzan. I don't know why those 3 specifically. Maybe there was some corresponding films that came out when this game came out. I don't know. But this is the portable version, and if I be completely honest, it's okay. It's fine. It's pretty much on the same kind of playability as the GBA Pro Skater games. This has the same kind of playability as those games. Not surprising, considering this game is made by Visaris Visions as well, realistically, considering they're the ones that made the portable Pro Skater games. Overall, it's okay. You know, it still has a similar thing to what Underground had, where you have to skate certain things or complete objectives to unlock other areas of the skate park course, whatever the level. And I find that a bit irritating, but it's a bit more. I think it's a bit more tolerable here than it was in Underground, in my opinion. Because again, this is its own thing, whereas Underground obviously, you know, was part of a series. But overall, yeah, it's not too bad of a game, not too bad of a portable skateboarding game. The second game on this list is ESPN X Games Skateboarding. This is a bit strange, this game. I kind of feel like I've played it somewhere before, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. Maybe I tested it at one point to make sure it worked, I don't know. But yeah, it seems really familiar. Now let's talk about the game. This game has a PlayStation 2 version and obviously a GBA version. This is the GBA version. And yeah, it's really strange. So you have the choice of playing in vert, which is similar to like the old school portable Pro Skater games. Like, remember the original Pro Skater? We had the little half pipe you could skate in. It's kind of like that, but it's really strange. The tricks are... There's a lot of tricks that you can perform, but it just doesn't quite feel right when you're playing it. Then when you actually go into the park mode, it's real weird. You have like this top-down perspective where you're skating around, and that's fine. But then you have to go into these little arrows to go into and it changes the perspective to be able to actually perform tricks. And again, it's like a 2D scope where you're looking at a character from one angle, and you perform tricks like that. But it just doesn't work. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing the tricks that you're supposed to be doing. I learned doing the vert what tricks each trick does, but it just kind of feels like you got no real control. You try to perform a trick and it just doesn't register, or you're not doing something quite right. I don't really know what it is, but it just feels really awkward to play. It does not feel nice to play at all. Yeah, I'd have to definitely give this one a hard pass, in my opinion. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Let me just stop you right there, my friend. Let me just stop you right there. X marks the spot. It marks it. X-bladez inline skater for the Game Boy Advance. Now, I've already covered this game. I've already covered the PlayStation 1 version of this game. And I said in that video that it was terrible. But who would have thought that the Game Boy Advance version was developed by the Code Monkeys? Who would have thunk, right? Who would have thought? I couldn't believe it. When I saw the Code Monkeys logo pop up on the screen, I was like, are you kidding me? Are you joking? This can't be the Code Monkeys. And yes, it is. And look at it. It is absolute garbage. Basically, it's a racing game. But it's a really bad racing game. It's a really bad racing game, rollerblading racing game. roller skating racing game. It's just terrible. You get power-ups that you don't even know what they do. You get other power-ups that's like, oh yeah, I know what the button is to make to use the power-up. I know what the button is, but it's like the burger. What does the burger do? I don't know. It's finicky, it's clunky, it's just god awful, if I be completely honest. You know, it kind of reminds me in terms of perspective of like Digimon Racing. It really does. Or like the Crazy Frog Racer. Remember when I played the GBA version of that? But it's even worse than that. If I be honest, it's even worse than that. What a fucking dog shit game. Oh, what a waste of existence. The next game I'm going to be talking about is Razor Freestyle Scooter for the Game Boy Advance. Yes, I was actually really surprised that this had a GBA port. And if I be completely honest, it's not terrible. I was surprised. You know, it's not developed by anybody well known for making portable skateboarding games like Visarious Visions, for example. But it's actually okay. It's not exactly there. It's not the same quality. It's definitely not the same quality. But it's getting there, you know. It's still fairly clunky in some regards, but you can see what they tried to do, and they had a good go at it, and they tried their best. I think they really did try their best with this. I think they did an okay job trying to replicate that kind of play style. So yeah, it is pretty much like the Pro Skater games, but with a scooter, but a slightly more clunky than that. But yeah, it's okay. It's an okay game. I haven't really got much else to say about it besides that. You know, it's no comparison to obviously the PlayStation 1 game, but it's okay. It's a fun distraction. Now, we've gotten to the final game. What I consider the best game on this list, and probably the best portable skateboarding experience besides Underground 2 Remix. Honestly, Underground 2 Remix will obviously be the best, but this is an easy close second. This game is fucking awesome. Skate Park City, a PSP port of Skate Attack for the PlayStation 2, and it's fucking awesome. The controls are brilliant. They are so fluid. They are on point. Now, don't get me wrong. They're different. You press R to grind, for example. They're different. Don't get me wrong. You know, in terms of control schematics. But at the heart of it, it's still, once you get used to it, you know, and you get used to it real quick, by the way. It plays like perfection. Honestly, it feels just as good as a Tony Hawk's game. It's fucking unreal that this unknown indie developer called Zero Scale was able to create a game like this. And don't get me wrong, the original Skate Attack for the PlayStation 2, which we will talk about in the next Simple Skating video, by the way, that comes out, is just as good. This one is the best, though. Out of all other versions, as even including the Wii version, which again we'll get to, that'll be in the next video as well. This one's the best, by far. No motion controls, more levels, more challenges, more playable characters. This one is the best. It is just brilliant, honestly. The grind to do tricks to anything, it's a lot more forgiving than Tony Hawk's as well. If you land slightly askew, you'll kind of like adapt to that landing. And it feels natural. It doesn't feel like you're kind of glitching your way or something like that. It's just, I don't know. It's set in. So I'm just going to tell you the plot of the game, right? I'm just going to tell you the plot. So basically, you can play as one or two people. You can play as either the female or the male character. And what happens is this robot breaks out and called Virus, and it basically captures your friend, whether it be the male or the female, depending on which one you pick. And you basically got to save them, and the only way to do this is by doing challenges and whatnot. It's a bit of a convoluted story, don't get me wrong, but oh my word, I just love this game so much. This game needs some recognition. It needs to be known that this is one of the best skateboarding games out there ever made. Really, it's just not enough people know about this game. They really don't. You're watching this video right now, you don't know this game. You've never heard of this game. Or you have, but you don't know anything about it. You probably don't know nothing. And if you do, then I commend you. I commend you and I say, well, you treated yourself to a good skateboarding experience right there. Honestly, I can't say enough praise about this. I might even, at one point, play through the entire game and do a singular video on this game at one point in the future. It's that good. Yeah. So yeah, just go. PPS is PP. Honestly, fucking just do it. Just skate park city. Just honestly, just you will not regret it. You will not regret it. Well, my boys, that's all of the games I have to show you today, and that's actually all of the portable skateboarding games or skating games in general that aren't a part of the Pro Skater series. Now, there is others, don't get me wrong, but they are normally related to their own series, like Skate It, for example. That's on the Nintendo DS, for example, but that's obviously related to the Skate series, and I'll be doing a video on that in itself. But that's it for portable skateboarding or skate games that are not related to Tony Hawk's in any way, shape, or form. It's been a good run for them. They've been okay. I still stand by the best one, Skate Park City. Best skateboarding game besides the Tony Hawk's game you can get your hand on. Besides Skate, it's easily a close third. Easily a close third, in my opinion. Really, really good game. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video as much as I did playing the games, except for obviously maybe, I don't know, x-bladez inline skater. That was terrible. And I'll see you in the next video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you thought of the video and what you thought of these games. Will you be picking up Skate Park City now that you've seen some footage and seen it? Just let me know. Thanks again. See ya.